Welcome back to Podcast Recovery, everyone. We're your hosts, David O.
And Carly S.
Whoa! Wow.
It's official.
That's...
Wait.
You made the name change
Yeah,
and everything?
I did.
Oh my God.
I did.
Wait,
She's been Carly R
have
forever.
you been married for like a couple years
2.5
now?
years.
2.5
And you
years.
just
I just changed
finalized it?
Carly.
That's
The woman at
amazing.
Social Security made fun of me.
Oh my
I bet she
God.
did. That's great.
Why? Because it's been
Because it
too long?
took
She
two
said,
and a half
yeah,
years.
she was like, you got married in 2021 and you're now just changing your last name. It's like, yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit or not, so.
Yeah, you did. You still had a way out.
You know, I
No,
put the
totally
ring
get
on,
that.
but I wasn't sure I really
Right.
wanted to commit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to a
I was just
relationship?
making
Yeah.
sure. I was like,
And behind the curtain, as always, is Eric C. We got totally derailed by
Eric
that
C,
massive...
Eric V.
What did I say? Eric C?
C, yeah, Eric V, man.
Ah, fuck off. You don't matter
I'm C.
anyway.
I'm C.
You're C. You're C. God damn it. You see what you did? You dropped a fucking bomb on the whole room, Carly.
Yeah.
Jesus Lord.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that you waited, though. I'm very happy you waited until
Oh
right
yeah,
there,
it didn't. Yeah, that was a good firebombing. And today we're joined by our very, very lovely, amazing, fantastic, longtime friend Nathan C. How are you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. This is your third time on. This is kind of a catch-up episode, so
He was on the Wolfpack episode, too.
which they all hate. They've all come to hate the Wolfpack except for me. Anyway,
I told you
so
the Wolfpack is lame.
You're fucking lame.
What's
It's
wrong
lame.
with the wolf pack?
It's just
Thank you.
David.
No, I'm
David, you
I'm
know,
wondering. I want to know.
Ask them.
ask David.
Wait, wait,
ask
wait.
Nathan. Nathan was part of the
Real
Wolfpack.
quick, rapid fire. Where are you from?
I am the Wolfpack.
Rapid fire.
Where am I from?
Yes.
Columbia, Maryland. Yeah.
When were you first introduced to recovery?
2011.
How much clean time do you have?
11 years.
Good. Fantastic.
Wow.
Boom. Now we're into the podcast. Okay. So, yes, there was a group of friends called the podcast. Me, Brad,
The
Donnie.
wolf pack.
What
Called
did
the
I say?
podcast.
Called the podcast. God damn it. I'm still
Podcast.
reeling about this Carly S shit. God, son of a bitch.
It just threw off the whole mojo.
Yes, the Wolfpack
Man,
was a group of friends.
the Carly S thing has
We
like
did
big
not-
implications. I have questions for that after. After, yeah.
The ripples.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just rippling.
Why?
Well, you mentioned something else on your on the pod last time.
Oh, no,
you know?
no.
So that might be a reason you changed.
I actually
I
listened to
am
that
not
episode
pregnant.
this week.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
listened to that episode.
Why are you
this week.
smiling?
I'm not expecting,
You're smiling though. You have like a little like.
but I'm not.
A
You
little
know.
glow.
little yeah.
I promise.
Okay.
I'm
She's
not
just
expecting.
having a good day.
Not yet.
Whatever. Okay, god damn it. So, son of a bitch just got off the rails. We had you in here in 2019. That was 5 years ago.
Yep.
Do a quick from addiction to 2019. Give 3 minutes. Go.
Addiction to 2019. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was on that first episode, and then the next time I was on was the Wolfpack, which was like, what, 5 years after that, right? Or no?
So that was 2022.
I'd have been 2020, so like three
So it was 3 years after
three
that.
years or so. Yeah, so addiction was, oh boy, addiction. What was that like? It's been so long.
Yep. We did
So-
we did drugs together.
We did do drugs together plenty of times.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good place to start. I guess you just start, like I said, we were from Columbia, Maryland. So, I came from a full family. My father and mother are still together to this day. Although they are both passed, my mother's parents, they were still together. And then my father's parents are still together to this day. I'm actually going to go see all of them, minus, the ones that aren't around anymore. But
Also, happy birthday, buddy.
oh, thanks. Yeah.
Yes, because
yeah,
it is his birthday weekend.
Yes, it is.
Oh, happy birthday!
It's my birthday week.
Birthday weekend,
Month.
Anniversary, Father's Day. It's a
Yeah.
three-peat for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's Father's Day.
Give Carly another pen, you lazy fuck.
Yeah. So
Your pen sucks.
What?
it's a big. This is my favorite time of year because of that. Because
Oh, yeah.
I celebrate my anniversary, then we have my birthday, and then we have Father's Day. So my wife hates it though because she's a gift giver and she's always trying to
Yeah.
manage all those gifts. I'm like, just do one.
Does your wife give good gifts?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
she's
My
an
wife-
expert.
My
And
wife is terrible.
well, that's good because that means
Oh,
means you can always outdo her
Why is she bad
every
at
time.
giving gifts?
I don't
I'm
know.
a great gift
She's just-
giver.
I'm an amazing gift giver.
Yeah.
I know that, but whatever.
I'm good when I think of it.
I don't know. She just like for everything. It's a fucking t-shirt. I've gotten so many t-shirts. I'm like,
You're a
please.
t-shirt type guy, though.
I get that,
you
but
know?
dude, I have 2 full drawers of t-shirts. I'm like, I don't need any more fucking t-shirts. Stop.
You know, we thought
Please.
about getting you a gift, and it was a t-shirt.
It's a podcast
Please
recovery
don't.
t-shirt.
Oh, this podcast recovery t-shirt. I'll take that.
We do
That would
have
be
them.
nice.
We do have them.
T-shirt.
Oh, you already got the merch?
Yeah, we got that merch.
Hell yeah. So anyway,
Cool.
you
Yeah,
love
so-
this time of year. Your
Love this time
parents-
this year. My parents, I don't come from a broken family. There's absolutely really no reason in the past to point towards me being an addict, right? That's just a part of who I am. Maybe it's a part of my genetics, so to speak. It's just
What was your first drink?
my first drink was actually something that I don't even know. It was like it was like
Okay.
oh, you know what? We tried to figure this out last time I was on the podcast.
Did we?
The first because I was like
5 years
episode
ago.
6.
Oh yeah, you were early.
I was early.
Do you think it was like some weird concoction? Like I remember,
I think so.
When I was in high school, like you'd reach this point where you just had like a little bit left of each of the liquors, and you're like, let's just throw them all together. You know?
Yeah. Well, it was
Yours was
blue.
Rolling Rock.
This is the thing.
Yours
It was like
some sort of
it was
shitty
like
vodka,
neon blue.
Natty Light.
Was it like Tanqueray or
Oh,
something? Like
neon blue?
or like you remember Hypnotic was like that, like very
probably like
neon
blue-
color.
There's
You
probably
know?
like blue Caraco
Yeah.
or something, which is actually just like a mixer. Like you shouldn't just drink that by itself.
Well,
yeah,
that's
no,
also-
it's definitely alcoholic.
oh yeah, it's alcoholic. But
No, there's
you know.
a bunch of those 15 to 30% liqueurs that
Yeah.
people like will do shots of, and then like as you get older, you're like, wait, that's 15%.
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird.
oh, weird. Why am
Anyway.
I drinking syrup?
Yeah,
Why am I drinking syrup?
you said syrup. God.
Syrup.
Syrup.
Yeah.
Fucking syrup.
Syrup.
It definitely was like a neon blue kind of color, and it was in a bottle that was like, like those palm bottles, like pomegranate juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in like a circular like
Oh my god.
beaker
yeah, I think
thing. Yeah, but it was
Keep
plastic. Yeah, it was
Okay.
it wasn't glass. So I know it wasn't like that fancy, but it could have been a concoction like somebody mixed.
Yeah.
But the reason why I was like, oh no, it's definitely alcohol, because I'll never forget the feeling. Like that was I was 14 years old, and it made sense all of a sudden. Everything made sense. So I knew I just wanted to keep doing that, and from that point on, I was just a weekend warrior. Weed,
Yeah.
doing that, and just hanging out with my friends. I really didn't have much purpose in high school. Like looking back,
No.
I really wasn't doing much else except for playing video games. And no, David knew me. So
I knew him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking knew him.
He was like, no.
You were just a tweaked out fucking kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. David gave me that nickname, Tweak,
Yeah.
in choir. We were in choir together.
dude,
And
you're
You both were in choir.
Yeah. I was an all-state singer, babe.
black is the color
An
of
all-state singer.
Black is the color of my true love's
my
hair.
true love's hair. Yeah.
I love you so much. God damn it.
Yeah. You see, he finishes my sentence.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I was in choir. Don't come from a broken family. Didn't even have my first drink till I was 14. Really was a weekend warrior up until about 17, 18 years old. But it came a point where like my life became unmanageable because of the decisions I was making, and I thought like that was okay to make decisions like living in my car and
LeBron.
not living in LeBron. Yeah, my Chevy Cavalier.
It was a red Cavalier.
Red Cavalier, so we nicknamed it LeBron.
Yep.
There's some argument there about me naming it a
What year was
male
it?
celebrity instead of a female. Like, it's
What
a
year,
car.
Cavalier?
1999.
Cars are supposed to be women.
I had a
Car's supposed to be
1997.
right.
It depends.
What's that?
I had a 1997 green Chevy Cavalier.
Nice. That's 97. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, the oil pan just broke on it, and they were like, "Yeah, that'll be whatever, $1,500." In the car
What was
worth-
everybody's first car, out of curiosity?
Car's worth $1,200.
What was your first car?
99 Chevy Cavalier,
And you're 97?
Chevy Cavalier.
green.
I was 2003 Saturn Coupe. with the three-door drive.
My very first car was a 1985 Mercedes 300 SD.
It's older than us.
Turbo diesel.
Right.
Older than all of us.
It was a turbo diesel, but I ran it on biofuel that only cost me 25 cents a gallon, which was dope.
That
Until
is
my sister
fascinating.
Until my sister crashed it.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. All I knew was like the Durango.
Dude,
What happened after that? No, the little hatchback thing.
I had
After
the Durango was the Pontiac Vibe,
Vibes.
which I
Yeah,
lived
the
in.
Pontiac Vibe.
I lived in,
Vibes.
and then that got crashed year 2 or 3 of recovery, and then I had a Sonata, and then I've been Jeep Cherokee since.
You've been Cherokeeing.
Yep, been Cherokeeing.
Very nice.
So you're making the decision to live in LeBron.
Yeah, just making those decisions to make my life unmanageable willingly. Mm-hmm. You know, that really, and I
Dating a crazy girl in Marley Station.
yeah,
Marley Station Mall?
That came after like the first bout. I was dating like actually a
Your high
really
school
nice
sweetheart. Oh,
yeah,
she was
pretty
fantastic.
much. She was awesome. She was a sweetheart, and yeah, I totally screwed that up, ruined that, trashed that relationship, and yeah, that was a freaking mess. Really should not have treated her or her family like the way I did, but you know, what are you gonna do? Still some guilt and shame there, you know. 11 years later, how about it?
Interesting
I
enough.
haven't thought about it in a while, but now I'm like
11 years later.
So after your
12,
your first
13 years later.
while
actually.
your first episode was still up, she actually listened to your first episode, and
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she hit me up on Facebook Messenger and said like how important it was for her to hear that stuff, and she got a lot of like healing and like
Aw.
like closure from that.
That makes me so nervous, but I'm happy to hear it.
Well, she was like,
I'm very happy
she
to
was
hear
like,
that.
I didn't think it was appropriate to like hit up you because you're married, and you know that's weird. A girl like going through your DMs, be like, oh, you know, this is whatever I'm
Yeah.
from your past. So she hit up me, and yeah,
I'm like
it was
processing
really-
that right now, and no,
Yeah,
but
that was really
initially,
important to her, and it was so.
my initial
Podcast
feelings about
recovery
that are great. I'm doing thumbs up. Sorry, they can't see that. No, yeah, no, that's
I'll do
awesome.
it for you. I'm on camera.
That is awesome. Processing all that right now is
Hey, you're welcome. You can
interesting.
chew on that for the rest
Thanks,
of the
buddy.
weekend, bitch.
So, yeah. Well, good. Yeah, I guess that's the whole point of this whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is to make sure that I never do that to anybody ever again.
Yeah.
And that's really why I got into recovery. Is the people around me were pushing me that way. And you know, after that escapade and living in my car, then came the Marley Station Mall and hanging out with you and
Down at the beach house. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
The Sean Beach House.
the Sean Beach House.
Why
yeah.
were you guys at Marley Station? Like,
'Cause
why weren't you at Columbia?
So our friend had we say a beach house. It was a river house on the Magathie in Anne Arundel County, and it was basically the wild fucking west because a whole bunch of 20-year-olds, and his dad paid for the house, and he bought a boat with unemployment money, so we were going to just all sorts of just debauchery and stuff. And I was supplying umpteenth amounts of drugs with Tom as well, and just it was just, you know,
hooking me up.
pills,
Riverboat House.
yeah, pills, powders, funguses, and you know, all sorts of shit for like a year and a half until, you know,
Sounds like a party.
we all went nuts.
Oh yeah, it was a 2-year long party, whatever it was, and you know, no one's to blame for any of that, but myself. I mean, the rest of those guys, they were just having fun. David,
We were not.
David included, yeah, but yeah, David's journey led him down into a ditch a little bit later than mine.
It was at the same time. I like
Yeah.
you just got out of your ditch a little bit earlier.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess is a good
I
way
was
to
like,
put
this
it.
ditch is my home now.
This is my home now.
The ditch has accepted me as one of its own.
The ditch, yes. So, getting out of that ditch, in order for me to get out of it, and required me to be gifted that gift of desperation. And luckily I was. There was a lot of encouragement. There was a lot of people who wanted me, you know,
Yeah.
they impressed upon me to pull myself out or whatever. But obviously I didn't have the willpower to do that myself. I needed some kind of little miracle or
And you started to go to IOP first, right?
I did go to IOP first, and they put me on Suboxone. And then I started coming around to meetings after the whole Marley Station Mall thing. There was, you know, a couple more incidents that were small.
I just love the Marley Station Mall. It's like a big part. Of the
I don't even remember that girl's name, but she was batshit, and they they were just zooted off.
I think of like, you know, the Anne Arundel
we both
bike
are pretty
trail
crazy.
or whatever. Like it takes you past Marley Station Mall, so we'd always like stop by there while bike riding. So it's
Yeah.
like it's funny that
I
that's
remember
like,
the only reason I say that I think like she worked at Marley Station Mall.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and so you were like constantly
went
picking
there
her up,
with-
and yeah,
Because you had gotten me a job, you
Yeah.
poor soul, you, where you actually had a good reputation and where you were thriving, and
sort of.
I kind of took that good word that you threw out there and chucked it out the window. So
Where was this?
I got fired, and
We were working at the Lifetime Fitness Child Center.
David was really good with kids. Yeah.
I'm fantastic with
I know.
kids. I
Yeah,
love
me
and,
too.
and
I know.
And I worked summer camp. It was great.
me three.
I was
Me
never
three.
I was never high on the job.
I did
That
camp.
was my fucking rule of
as
thumb.
Carly and I have both said, we are not angels when it comes to watching children and doing drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was my one thing. I was like, I couldn't do it.
Because I used to teach tennis, and I remember like doing terrible things in the porta potties, like while, just
Were you
like,
like shooting dope?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
and like porta potties and shit, like because like I'd be at like Liberty High School in Sykes in like Sykesville. I'd be
You
like,
were the most upscale piece of shit I've ever met in my life. Oh god, I love you.
His shoes cost $300.
Yeah, there's $300 shoes. I'm gonna go bang some dope in a porta potty.
yeah.
You, I love
Unsanitary place you could imagine.
it. Yeah. So
Where else are you gonna go? You gotta find a bathroom somewhere.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, I hear that.
That's the name of my podcast.
God,
That's a band name right there.
Gotta find a bathroom somewhere.
find a bathroom somewhere. So yeah, we're working you sullied my name.
Yeah. Sully's a good name. At the Lifetime Fitness and daycare center. But that was nice. It was like really therapeutic, like because I had just gotten clean for the first time cold turkey, and to be with the kids and to do all that, that was a nice opportunity you presented me, and I was doing well. And then the boss of the place took us. Her son had a birthday party at Marley Station Mall where that girl worked.
Yes.
That's where she worked.
Oh my god, I remember that.
And everyone was egging me on, or like we were just messing around.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can get her number. You know what I mean? Because we were picking out like
my
who was the best. You
God.
know, just being pigs, and I was like, yeah. So I went and I did. You know, and then I texted her like 2 days later, and she was like, yeah, come over, and I was like, I'm there. Like what?
Oh my god.
And then, let's go.
I 14 stepped you. That's amazing. I accelerated you towards your bottom.
Yeah, you know, it needs to happen.
Amazing.
We were buds. So
Yeah.
you know, what else?
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so then after that, and I got clean. I hit a bottom, like my third bottom, like so many bottoms, right? And then started Suboxone and IOP, and I went to my first meeting. I was living in my car, right? Still,
Was it the midnight?
Yeah, I think it was.
That was your first meeting? Was that your first?
It might have been.
That's a crazy first meeting.
Yeah, midnight meeting at the Serenity Center
We had a great time though, guys.
in Columbia. We had a
was
wonderful
fantastic.
time. It was a great time for the young people
Yeah.
to get in recovery.
I was up there last night. Not for the midnight.
Oh, I'd be like, Jesus.
No,
how did
I
you?
was
old
up
for
there
that.
for the 9 o'clock.
How are you so springy at 9 o'clock in the morning, dude?
No, I was there
Jeez.
I was up there for the 9 o'clock.
And they should check ID. No, you're too old. Get out of here.
That would be funny if they checked ID at the.
That'd be hilarious.
Got to be born after 2000.
Yeah,
to come in
nowadays.
Yeah.
I just remember that guy who tried to light a bush on fire and like some of the other crazy antics that would happen at the midnight meeting.
Yeah.
Or that weird guy Pat. I remember him too.
I don't
gotta
want to
do-
talk about that. We're gonna move on from that. Go, Nathan.
You got to do what you got to do to stay clean. You know, whether you're the
Yeah.
weird guy or you're setting fires in the back of it, like you just got to do what you got to do.
Well, that guy got kicked out of the meeting, I think, right?
Yeah, both of
Yeah.
them. Yeah. We're not,
Oh, well,
welcome back.
Well,
which is hard to do at
Which
a
is
meeting.
very hard to do. That's not something we do often.
Or very
But,
true.
Yeah, when you try when you attempted arson is a shift kick out. I
think that
swift
may-
kick out of the meeting.
that may be the first time I've heard of that, actually, too. You know?
Oh, were you not at that one? Yeah,
No,
he was.
I was actually at that.
I remember I was there, and he just goes lighting the bush on fire. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't light this tree on fire.
Yeah,
You fucking-
and anytime he tried to come back from, as soon as he pulled up, we were like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude! Like, you're not welcome here. We will call the cops." So anyway,
arson will make you lose your meeting place. As we that's always something that you
and
read.
assault isn't cool either. If you assault people, that's not.
Assault, harassment of any kind. Yeah, it's not really welcome.
So anyway,
not at all.
you come to the midnight meeting.
Yeah, so I went to the midnight. I was living in my car, and my parents were like, "That's fine. You can just sleep out here outside of our house. We don't know what the fuck to do with you." So my dad comes out, and he gives me a little piece of chicken to eat, and he was like, "There's a meeting up the street, right?"
A little piece
And
of chicken.
yeah, it was cold. I was like, "Why couldn't you microwave it?" I don't understand. I remember being like that, like living in my car, but I need my chicken warm. All right.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So I mosey on down to the Serenity Center, and lo and behold, Mr. Bradley's there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you can piece together what happened. The listeners might not be able to, but basically, we've known Bradley. Me and David known Bradley for most of our young lives. So having a friend to take me under his wing, especially being Brad is just exceptional when it comes to newcomers and being a good listener. That's what he does. He excels at. It's listening.
That's because when he opens his mouth, you realize how dumb he is.
David.
I love Brad. I'm kidding.
It's funny how
He's not going to listen to this anyway.
That's
It's totally
true. That's
I got
true.
carte blanche here.
no one's gonna listen to this.
How would they know?
Brad struggles to put the right words together sometimes, but when he does, it can be exceptional. I
Brad-
realize that.
Brad's a one-on-one guy.
The wisdom
yeah.
that he can present.
If you're driving one-on-one in the truck with him talking about real shit, that's when you get the best of Brad.
He'll hit you with some stuff that.
So anyway,
it's hard to get from other perspectives.
let's fast forward from there to 2019.
Yeah. So
I'm hitting the fast forward button.
no doubt. Yeah. So we're going to 2019. Yeah. Brad helped me stay clean, and then I got off Suboxone. I met all you guys.
You celebrated a year on Suboxone.
I did celebrate a year on Suboxone.
That's okay.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. We've established that. Eric has helped me actually specifically in being
Part of your
able
journey,
to-
man.
Yeah, part of my journey. Right. Exactly. He's helped me digest the whole Suboxone thing.
Yeah.
And put it in its right place, because there was some shame and guilt with that, but I have no reason to be ashamed, because it's just
No, man, you're here,
exactly.
Yeah.
right? Like
Exactly.
that's more important.
And it's not like I'm promoting it, but it's not like I'm not promoting it. It's just part of my story.
Yeah.
Some people
You're just
need it.
you're just helping to break the stigma, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
there doesn't need to be
Like people,
That's more important.
shame and guilt around
everybody
it.
gets here on their own time, man. You know.
Yeah, breaking it is definitely more important than anything. So that's a good point. So I celebrated a year on Suboxone. There was some murmuring in the crowd when I let them know that. It was a fun time, and I got a lot of comments after it. But I was actually already like weaning off of it, and
Yeah, man. I remember.
Yep. Eric was there for me in that beginning portion. He remember it was like the first full day, and I hit him up. It was early in the morning, and I was like, "Hey, you want some Chick-fil-A?" He was like, "Yeah, I'll take some free Chick-fil-A." So he comes on down. I had like some free coupons or something like that. We got some chicken snackaroos, and he was like, "Why don't you come over to my house, man?" And
Well, and I was chairing the. I think I was doing the H&I for Shepherd that day too. I think you came in on that.
I think we did that, and then you invited me over to where your
You
parents.
were in the sauna.
Yeah,
chilled in the sauna
dude,
to get some of that Suboxone out of your system.
Yeah.
How have I never heard any of this?
You never heard this story? No?
Yeah.
Oh, he
Eric,
shared it at his anniversaries before. Yeah.
yeah, Eric was there for me, man, and we hung out first. The sauna was actually at the end of the day. And it was like 3:00. Like he had really you know how Eric is. You know, he's
In our early recovery, Eric's was the place to be.
for sure,
Like-
for sure. But still, like Eric can, he is a private person. So like, I'm there just overstaying my welcome. But I got in the sauna, and I remember like there's a TV on the other side of the sauna, right? And Garden State is on, which is a movie that
It'll give you
like.
some feels in your 20s for sure.
Oh my god! And that is when you feel right
In your 20s, I remember.
And you're in
I know
recovery.
people crying from that movie in their 20s because they're like, "Fuck, my life is so much
seen
like this
Garden
guy." Like,
Neither have I.
oh really,
We all
David?
can relate.
I've
Oh
seen
my
parts of
god,
it.
you're so much like one of the characters in the movie. You're like
I'm an amalgam
not
of
Zach
all
Braff,
characters
but the
from
other guy,
movies.
like the other main dude.
Who's
That's
that?
you, the one who like collects like like Iraqi war trading cards. That guy.
yeah.
That's
Why am I
David.
that guy?
Trust
I don't
me,
care.
you're
Okay.
that guy.
Moving
You're
on.
that guy. He digs graves and shit. Like,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. He's a grave digger.
yeah, he's a grave digger. You're that guy.
This is so off the fucking rails. Keep going.
I'm just saying.
Eric.
Move forward.
They don't.
You
cut
shut the
cans.
fuck up.
You remember
They don't
that?
cut cans.
They
They
don't
don't
cut
cut cans. No.
They don't cut cans, man.
I'm hitting the snooze
can I get a
button on
refund?
5 minutes. You continue your story.
These fucking knives don't cut cans.
Yeah, it's a touching movie, and yeah, it's kind of cliche and stupid in the same ways, but like it definitely. I already knew the movie, so I was watching it. At the end, I cried. I was in that basement alone. Like Eric had given me my space, and he like
I went
left
out to the garage.
Yeah, he was in the garage chilling. He was like, "Yeah, Nate's just doing his thing, right?" So I came out of there. And Eric was like, "All right, man, I gotta go do stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, let me get out of here." So, but it was a whole day he gave me, and I'll forever be grateful for that. And of course, the use of his facilities was excellent, and that sauna was amazing. So I got clean, and I had all of you, like Eric says, as part of my journey. And I built relationships on Suboxone. I had built a foundation of recovery.
Yeah.
So it was all waiting for me there once I finally did get off of it, and it's that was May 24th in 2013. So I guess it was May 25th, 2013 when me and Eric were hanging out. And prior to that, I guess you could say my clean date was like March something. I think it was March 13th, 2011 was like the day the last time I've ever had a drop of alcohol.
Yeah.
You've never
any street
drank.
drugs.
You've never drank over 21, have you?
I did. Yeah.
You did. Okay. You had a few moments of it.
I had a few months of it.
Months of it. Okay.
Yeah. So I got clean when I was 21. At the end of 21.
I didn't know if you came in before because I know you're a few years younger than us.
when you got clean?
Because that has to fuck you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
A little bit. It still kind of does.
it's still like that.
that's
You
the
only
right
had a few
age.
months of drinking.
I only sat at a bar twice and drank. Yeah.
Really?
In my lifetime.
That's wild.
What happened? I put a fucking snooze button on you. Shut the
What?
fuck up. We
I'm
need to
talking to him.
Okay. We need to.
This is crosstalk.
Yeah, this is crosstalk. We need.
No, I really like this stuff.
Oh, I know. It's fantastic.
Eric talking to me talking to Eric. He's special. Not to, I appreciate you guys too.
Yeah.
We'll see ourselves out.
Yeah. All right, Carly.
All right, continue.
Carly's had to crack the whip a few times. When she does, it's fucking.
She's
serious.
doing great.
I know.
Yeah, she's an excellent host.
Where are we?
So
We're supposed to be
I got
fast
clean.
forwarding to 2019.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're
Is that
oh
when you
yeah,
get
we're in
married?
20. We're
Shut
in
up, Eric.
Okay.
2019. Oh yeah.
You get married in 2019?
See,
I'm trying to catch our listeners up to your last episode.
Oh.
That's what
What's
I'm
the
trying
point
to
of
do.
this?
I was
but
trying to
there's no
fill.
episode to listen to.
I'm aware of that. That's why I let you go into all this
Stop
because it's all part of the
yelling at
fucking
me.
We
story.
originally asked for 3 minutes.
I know.
Yeah. All
So
right, well,
we're in 2013 right now.
we originally asked for 3 minutes.
6 years. How do we get from
We're at 30
2013
minutes?
to 2019?
Well, he has to explain Molly like a little bit and
Oh
stuff.
God!
So
Damn
no, Molly is
I
not a
will
rabbit hole.
strike you.
She is my current wife. We can really briefly.
Your current wife.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you never know.
Molly,
what
don't
the-
listen to this.
What the future holds, right?
Yeah.
God damn.
Me and her mother were talking about that last night.
Trust me.
Who would my future wife be if she
Molly,
ever
you
would
can
kick
be
the
my
bucket?
second wife anytime, babe.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're in good hands with David. He's like family. We'll keep it in the family. So anyway, yeah, 2014.
I just need sister wives. I need like 3 wives.
Sister. Oh, yeah,
That's the dream.
That's too much.
That's the dream.
too much,
No, that's
man.
the dream.
Polly? Yeah.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah.
My wife loves sister wives, so maybe she should listen to the episode. Yeah, you're
Yes!
winning. Yeah, you're winning.
I've been sowing the seeds.
So 2014, I met her. I started working pest control, and I'm still with her, and I'm still doing pest control. So there's some consistency
That's
there.
wild. You're still doing pest control.
Yeah,
It's a good career.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Well, what do you do
No,
now?
don't lead 'em
Are you in
astray.
sales,
It's a career.
or are you in like something different?
so yeah, I started out doing.
Look at the man's shirt. He's killing rats.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my-
I don't like that shirt.
You don't like rodents? You're not a rodent
I don't
person?
like rats.
I like rats. They're
Really?
cute.
Ew.
What do you mean? Have you ever seen Ratatouille?
I have, but
It's adorable.
Yeah.
that's animation. I don't.
That's
I
true.
don't
No,
like what's.
I can show you a video of a little rat cleaning up a man's shed in England every night. He cleans it up. He puts everything away.
Yeah, they can be very intelligent. Well, they're mammals.
Yeah.
So they're.
Okay, I wanted to digress real quick. Can we just go into like one quick irrational fear? So yours is like
I'm
rats.
not. They
They
give
just
me the
gross you out.
heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. Okay. Just something that creeps you out.
I don't think mice probably would do well with you.
I don't
either,
have
right?
animals.
Well, mice, they
You don't
come
have
into
anything?
the house.
Probably
I don't like that.
an irrational fear.
No, not
And
not
rats are just
irrational.
bigger.
Just something that gives you
Yeah, bigger
heebie-jeebies.
rodents.
Like whatever.
Rodents of
Germs,
unusual size.
birds, something.
Very scary weather.
I don't like things that hop. I don't like crickets.
Tornadoes.
That's very weird.
Tornadoes? That's a good fear.
Oh yeah, that's
solid,
right, yeah.
solid fear.
Dude, centipedes, millipedes, and earwigs. I like it. Oh,
Do you know how many millipedes I have in my basement right now? It would probably terrify you.
Are they like the
I believe you.
silverfish, or are they actually like centipedes and millipedes? No, I don't care. I don't care.
They're not
It's gross.
silverfish.
It's gross.
They aren't silverfish. I
It's
know what
gross.
silverfish
No,
are. They
they're
aren't
really gross.
silverfish.
They're really gross. They're really gross. I don't
Why
like,
does it bother
It's
you?
too many fucking legs, and they move. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. Earwigs too. Don't like them.
Thank you,
What
Eric.
about you?
Identification is the first step. It is key. Okay.
Yeah.
Silverfish are completely different than millipedes, David.
I don't
They
care.
If
are.
you're going to be treating for one or the other,
They have a shit ton
Different
of legs.
products,
I don't care.
different process.
Anything that has more than 8 legs is too many fucking legs, and it's a fucking problem. Spiders, no problem.
Are you
Ants, no
afraid of
problem.
anything, Nathan?
Yeah,
Out of
that's what I'm saying.
curiosity, for like that.
that's a good question.
Because I'm not afraid of bugs. I love bugs.
I have a coworker who's afraid of birds.
That's weird.
He's terrified of birds.
Irrational fears.
Yeah. Just anything.
I don't know
Oh,
if I-
speaking of which, there's a bird.
I'm sure I have
Bird
an
fear.
irrational fear. I just can't think of it right now.
Snakes, anything?
No,
Snakes
no
are cool.
critters. No critters. I'm not afraid of critters. Animals. You know what I mean? It's not fearful of that. Nothing irrational. I mean,
Damn, this is supposed to be a quick
if it were to be just a fear, right? Just being alone, that would be because I'm a very extroverted person. But that's not irrational. Everybody.
Yeah.
Getting really in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no! I was trying to keep it light. Like I'm not going dark on this one. No. Okay.
I don't want to be alone.
Anyway, all right. So 2014, meet your wife. You're killing bugs.
Yeah.
You don't have irrational fears. Wearing a rat shirt. Move.
Yeah, so I started out doing pest control, just spraying houses, and now I'm servicing commercial food processing establishments. So it's way more a niche.
So you're
Like, I've-
commercial now.
Yeah,
instead of
I've
residential.
Why'd you get
way
so
down.
close to the mic for that?
I just
That was
wanted to, make
drastic,
sure that there's a
unnecessary.
difference there. You know?
The levels. We're testing the levels.
So now
Yeah, so
different thing.
you get married in 2018,
17.
17.
Close,
Jeez. Oh,
yeah.
so you were first.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
You were
I
first,
got
and
married.
then you were 2018. Then I was 2019.
Nineteen.
Guess who officiated the wedding?
I did.
David.
David did.
2019, you had your first son.
Correct. Yeah. May.
In 2021, you had your second son.
Yep.
And
He's
then
nailing it down.
in 2025, you're going to have your third child,
Mm-hmm.
which will be a daughter.
2024.
Calling it.
2024.
Wait, is Molly?
I thought you said January.
Well,
Molly's pregnant?
yeah, it is January. I guess you're
What?
right. Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah.
No, dude, it's June. So like, this just happened. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's
it'll be-
fucking
yeah.
awesome,
It'll
dude.
be-
She's like 10 weeks, but she's showing,
So that'll be 2025.
So we were like, yeah, we got to tell people. What's that?
So it'll be 2025.
Yeah, it will be. I just assume it'll come sooner
That's fucking dope, dude.
because it's like
Congrats.
early January.
It's very early.
It's
It
probably
could-
going to be a Christmas baby. You know what I mean?
So it's 10 weeks.
I'm calling-
You're like on the edge. Yeah,
I'm
you
calling
could be
girl
like-
right now.
nice. I'm
It makes
down.
sense. It makes sense. You're two brothers and then your little sister.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. That's Yeah.
It makes sense.
Genetics.
Girl dads are fun.
Yeah.
So from
Yeah.
2019, COVID to now, you have
Yeah. So I had the kid,
5 minutes.
and it was nice.
No, I'll give you 8.
No, I don't need that much time.
I'm kidding.
what you're
I love
saying.
the questions and stuff
Dude,
too.
I know
'cause,
we're
like,
all over the place.
It's
I'm just fucking with
to
you.
me, it's boring. I've told this story 11 years worth of times. You know,
It's not boring to these
I know.
people.
I know. Who are you pointing at?
The
people in the microphone?
Yeah, the people in the microphone.
He's talking about the listeners.
Yeah, it's the millions of
I
little
know,
people in the
I'm just
microphone
teasing.
listening.
So yeah. Fast forward, we go through COVID stuff, right? It sucks. It kind of get a little depressed then, but I have a lot of clean time. Really rely upon the foundation of recovery that I have, step work, and that my higher power was really important at that time. Of course, the life I've built around myself with my wife, she was in recovery, and the friends that I had up there, the friends that I have down here, and you guys, and also computer games. You know, lots of computer games, lots of being on Discord, and I'm a big I always made online friends. Like whether it was Halo when I was 14, and
Halo.
yeah, or it was on Xbox, or now when I'm in the depths of the PC Master Race world. You know, it's
That sounds horrible.
What? No, PC's the best, dude.
Yeah,
you just
PC's
gotta
the best.
get on.
I'm not
like,
talking
the-
about PC. The fact that he said master race.
yeah, because
Well,
we're better
because
than
we're
ever.
talking about being the best. We're
Yeah.
the better than you because you play consoles.
Yeah,
Okay.
You don't understand. He doesn't get it, does he?
I'm not a
No.
gamer in
No.
any way whatsoever.
No, he's referring to that PCs are obviously more superior than a console,
I don't
It's
care.
cheating.
and it's the master race
cheating. It's cheating.
because
Not mouse and
PCs are
keyboard.
better.
The only game I play, the only game I play is Red Dead Redemption 2, and that game is now what?
I do like Carly that you
5
know
years
that's
old?
cheating.
6 years
cheating.
old.
I like. So is that from your husband who's like these fucking people on like keyboards and
Dude,
mouse?
I've seen
cheating.
Garrett gets pissed.
He's using a controller and someone
son
just
of a fucking
oh,
bitch,
fucking
this little fucking kid. And I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's definitely cheating.
no, it's not.
That's
dude.
how I felt before. And
Before
then-
you
and now
You
I'm like
became one of the
slide
cheaters?
cancel. Yeah, exactly. I'm slide canceling and like just destroying.
you're like
kids.
WASD for life.
See,
WASD.
I'd rather spend 3 hours jerking off on Reddit than
Press F for
that shit.
respects. to the
Reddit has a really
consoles.
good not safe for work section. I will say that.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean like waste time. I meant actually jerking off.
No, I know. I'm saying it has a very good not safe for
It's
work.
unmanageable as shit.
Yeah, no, my Reddit is only used for that. Unfortunately,
Don't
sometimes
think
I have
about-
to
don't
look
think about that.
some things up. Sometimes I want like, Reddit.
I
Actually
don't know.
really,
Reddit's great, dude. Hold my
Anyway,
Cosmo, like
You're getting
boomers being
wrangle these
fools,
motherfuckers.
like
No,
Focus.
it's Reddit is great.
Reddit's fantastic. Focus.
If you need an actual like testimony from somebody,
yeah.
if you want an actual like, there's so many posts on there over so many years. You can get down as
I agree.
specific as you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These two are frustrated, but it's okay.
Are they frustrated? Or are they frustrated?
They took their headphones off for some reason.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know.
because shut the fuck up.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So your gaming is clearly unmanageable
That's
since
what I was going to ask.
since
Is it
2020.
unmanageable?
Yeah, I mean, my wife would say so.
There you go.
Dude,
No,
he's bringing in that cheese though, like
it
butter,
def-
like you're bringing in that money.
that
That,
cheddar,
like,
yeah,
60
that
bucks?
cheddar.
That's-
My gaming was a hobby. It still is a hobby, but I've switched over to try to create some kind of content with it. And the unmanageability doesn't stem from like me playing too much these days. It stems from me trying to shove all the things that I want to do into a day and not really having all the time for it.
No.
It's just my family dynamic. Like I'm required to spend a lot of time with my kids, which is not a bad thing. You know what I mean?
I'm
required to
spend a lot of time with my kids.
It's in my employment contract
Not that
that
I
I'm
want to spend
required to
time
do
with
this.
them. I'm required to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Well, no, it's. I mean, I
Some days are like that.
Yeah, I would probably, if I could have it my way, I probably would spend a tiny bit less time, just so I could enjoy it when I'm with them a little bit more. Because you get
Do you ever just get a
frustrated
sitter
easier. You get
in like the middle of the week sometimes, just to
No.
like no.
No, we do have sitters available and stuff, but our schedule is pretty hectic with her working full time, as a nurse, and then me having a pretty flexible schedule, but I need to dedicate a lot of time. Like, and I'm not saying that like I want to spend less time with my kids. Like I want to spend more time with my kids because
Well, that's
quality.
common
I love
because you're
them.
about to have a third.
You want quality
exactly.
time though, like,
but I
which
want
is
quality
different.
time,
Yeah.
right? I want it to be special when I do hang out with them, and instead of it just being mostly a chore,
The routine.
because it's hard.
The routine.
It's hard
Yeah.
to take care of two young children who are as rambunctious as mine. That's
Listen,
for
you're
sure.
not selling this
So-
to Carly very well, so I'm going to need you to sweeten this pot.
No, she'll understand soon. It's okay. But yeah, it's David crosses his fingers. Yeah, it's a blessing though. I love my children so much, and they.
I won't lie, I want a pregnant Carly so bad.
Oh man.
I want a pregnant Carly so bad.
Yeah.
You want to what?
I want a pregnant Carly.
Sorry, I thought you said
No, I
impregnate.
do not want to impregnate Carly. God
Did
damn
anyone
it.
else hear that? Like,
Is that what you hear, dude? Son of a
Not that
bitch.
I heard it, but like,
But you heard it, yeah.
Muttered under his breath. Oh, I'm pregnant.
Garrett, plant your seed, goddammit. Garrett, plant your seed. Do your fucking shit, dude. God damn it.
So
Anyway.
yeah, we
I can't even look at Carly now.
you'll be all right. Friends say that kind of stuff to each other all the time, right?
Yeah, I want to impregnate you.
Why, Eric? That's
That's
funny you
what friends
mentioned
are for.
Impregnation.
I hate everything about this moment right now.
Well, we're-
Everything about this moment. is fucking awful.
Great show today, guys.
Yeah.
Great
Damn
show
it.
today. So we do have some unmanageability there. I may have explained that not the best, but the point is that I'm a big believer in that. As an example for your children, you should also not be a martyr for them. Like you don't give up your life
Oh, yeah.
and live for them.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You need to also have your life because they need to see you having your own life. You know, it's important that, and I take them to the gym and they see daddy working out. Like I've always been big on physical exercise, and, I take them everywhere with me basically. We go shopping together. We just do everything together really. Because when mom is at work, she's gone for the whole day. And it's 12-hour shifts, 13 total. Then she comes home, she needs time to recover because it's exhausting. And so, and I have a very flexible schedule, and I'm a high energy person, high energy person. So of course my children are, so I have to try to, and I know that I feel guilty for my wife having to deal with it sometimes because she's not a high energy person. So I try to absorb that with my highest of energy levels. And then, so when it comes time for me to be able to do my thing and be able to, just really reap the benefits of recovery and explore my hobbies and my interests, I don't really have a lot of time left in the day. Yeah. So what ends up happening is I push back my sleeping to like 2 a.m. and I'm on DaVinci Resolve editing. I know you're
I know about that.
Premiere guy.
I'm a Premiere guy, but that's a free software, so that's fine. I get it.
Yeah. I
get it.
I'm about to upgrade
why.
though. I'm about to upgrade though.
You don't need
to the
Adobe
paid.
unless you need it. You know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
gonna get
Like,
the paid.
Why are we talking about
Resolve
what?
God damn it.
Because he's talking about editing his videos.
editing. Well, I use CapCut for my shorts.
Yeah.
And I use DaVinci Resolve for my long form. You don't know?
You could use Opus Clip for AI, and then it would just cut it all up for you
I would if I did.
for your shorts.
Yeah, I
Specifically.
could, but
So how's the impregnation going?
yeah. Anyway,
It's going well?
Tarkov.
David missed. Yeah, David missed.
I just used it actually, but
yeah.
the way that it worked,
I don't like
it
that.
didn't.
That was a bad question.
It
I don't
didn't
like
cut
this anymore.
up for you?
I don't like this anymore.
yeah, Tarkov can be
I'm just going to fuck up
complicated.
their
It's-
conversation just so when people are listening, it's just all muddy.
David,
muddied and garbage.
Yeah, David failed
about
at
all the time we
impregnating
have for
Carly.
today.
Yeah.
All right, so we'd like to thank our guest Nathan for joining us.
No,
You're
no.
welcome.
So where are you at today?
He said no.
No.
Eric's supportive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
I know, because you
supportive.
two are nerding out, and we're not nerds.
Well, there might be some other nerds that listen. Who
I
knows?
know, that's true.
But yeah, I wanted to catch his attention with that. And so now it's more of like me editing 5 days a week and playing and streaming 2 nights. And that's on the weekend. So when I'm up late, like it's on the weekend. So I'd like to think it's a little bit more manageable. And she hasn't yelled at me a lot lately.
Yeah.
And she's been very pregnant. So
now if only
I think I'm doing okay.
She's 10 weeks, dude. What do you mean she's very pregnant so
No,
far?
hormonally.
Oh, hormonally. Yeah,
hormonally.
yeah.
Like, it's like, whoa, at that point. It's that's why I'm like, why are you begging
The
me?
first trimester does, like, does she have morning sickness? Because that
tough.
does kind of suck.
And then Carly,
I don't want to circle
Poor
back
Carly,
to
you're
that.
trying to wish up morning sickness and all this stuff on her. And then the damnation of having to watch the Little People for the... No, okay.
Whoa. Little people are the
just
best,
kidding.
dude.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, they really are. They are.
They're hilarious.
It is so amazing being a dad and taking care of these suckers. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at now, man. I'm not really doing anything else aside from working, trying to explore my hobbies, and sprinkle in some family events here and there, right? So, mom and dad just bought a new house. They got a pool. Probably going to spend a lot of time this summer. And that's the point of recovery to me is, I don't go to many meetings these days, but I go to just one, and that is ours. And I probably should be of more service to the one meeting that I go to. I'm working on that, trying to get back there.
Progress, not perfection, man. You know?
But regardless, I don't think we recover to spend our days and nights endlessly
in meetings.
And just, I mean, this is I think a good podcast. Recovery is an excellent way to spend your time. This is a hobby within itself. This is really cool. It's been a long time that you guys have been doing this. So, but yeah, in meetings in particular, I guess is where I'm going with that. But also just dwelling about how am I going to stay clean? How am I going to stay clean? Now it's through an excellent foundation, through the steps, and through higher power and prayer, working, calling sponsor, being around people in recovery. That's mainly my way of continuing to stay clean, and it works for me. I'm able to explore all the other aspects of life. When I finally reveal I finally become unanonymous to somebody who's not in the program. I'll be like, yeah, I got 11 years clean. I haven't drank in 13, whatever. And they'll be like, oh my God, I never would have guessed. And I always do the same thing back. I'm like a broken record. I say right back to them. That's kind of the point.
That's the point. Yep.
Right. So we want to integrate back into society, become productive members of society. And
like when Jack tells somebody, I shot dope for 30 years. It's like,
that's great.
You, dude? And like, like once nobody would see that previous life because of fucking recovery.
Exactly. So here we are, just still practicing. I don't need to go to a ton of meetings a day. I don't need to read a ton of just for today's. I don't need, there's no significant amount of practice because I did that.
Yeah.
That's that foundation I'm talking about, that foundation, because I went to sometimes 10 meetings a week in the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these guys would be right there with me, David.
There were weeks where I'd go 21, 24 a week. Right. In early recovery. The first
but then
year
you
or
did
two.
drugs again, so it didn't work.
Hey! I also worked the steps twice. So,
hey.
Oh, I know. Yep. You fired back. I know. He wins. The only way to win against Eric is not to play.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that. Oh, it makes me feel so happy.
I beat you every
That's the only way.
Seldom do I win, but it happens. It has happened. It was a Tuesday. Well, we got some questions for you. We're going to start.
All right, make them rapid fire, right? No. I'm just kidding.
Motherfucker.
I'm doing it because they were doing it to me.
That's fair. Carly, what do you have?
I still want to know why you dislike the Wolfpack.
Nice.
Thank you. Let's go into that. Yeah.
That's a good question. No, I don't dislike the Wolfpack. It's just a little embarrassing. That's all. A little bit. All right.
What makes it embarrassing?
It's just
that time.
Goobery, right?
Yeah.
It's just
actually, that's the perfect way to describe the Wolfpack. Goobers.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
But I know I love how David loves it.
Yeah.
And how much it means to him. So it gives it meaning to me. And I think like Eric giving meaning to my Suboxone phase. Until somebody helps reveal that.
Out of pity.
It's out of pity.
It's out of pity.
It's out of pity. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's revealed to me
That's funny.
the importance of it, and also being able to embrace it. Like you got to embrace the cringe sometimes.
Yeah.
But when he says it aloud in a meeting, and he's like something about the wolf pack, and he goes over a brief explanation, my face involuntarily turns red. So,
Yeah.
because there's no context, I'm like, don't, goddamn.
Yeah.
Shame and guilt.
Yeah. And it really only
Maybe
means
it has a lot to do with that. I never thought about it like that.
and it only means
Shame and
something
guilt from that
to,
time.
It only means something to like the people who were around at that time. Like these young kids nowadays, they don't have any fucking
Well,
like
it's-
they're just like, who the fuck are
It
these
was
dudes?
a time when we were young men, and it was, I just feel like it's
I do
cringy.
appreciate that there
It's
are
cringy to
young
answer
people now.
Yeah.
short
Like
answers.
going to your guys' meeting, there's like a
That's
whole
it?
group of people who are now in their mid 20s,
Yeah.
which it took 10 years, which is amazing.
It literally took
10 years
10 years
for a new group.
Yeah, because there was
Because it was
she's one
She's
of the
an outlier.
she's one of the very few interlopers
Yeah.
in the middle. It's like we all have 10 plus. You have 6 going
Because
on
then
to
there's
7.
You're right, and then
It's like you, Amber,
Christina,
Joey, Christina,
and that's it.
and that's about it.
Well, and
There's
then
only about
before-
5 people in between.
before us, it was all like Chip. It was like those 10-year people like Chip and Frank and then there was a huge gap.
Yeah, but like 7 through 9 right now, I don't know anybody.
There's no one. Yeah.
I don't fucking know anybody. Like you're right at the cusp of 7, but
there's
you
a
came in when we all
drop.
had like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But now you have like the dudes in our home group. You have Alex and Lucas and Halsey and all these young kids who have 1, 2, 3 years clean. And it's
kinda cool.
It's cool. And I see a new wolf pack right now with like a group of kids, and it's really cool to fucking see because they're all in their young 20s, and
a new wolf pack.
we're not anymore.
You got to pass it on, David.
Oh yes, I will.
You gotta let it go.
I will pass.
Gotta
on,
let it go.
I will pass on the paw. I will pass the paw. God, why? I don't want to let it go. I get to be into dinosaurs again. I have a son. Like, let me have my youth again.
Carly wrote down one question, and that was it.
Well, yes.
I wrote it down at the beginning, but
love
then
it.
I got lost in the
Yeah,
chaos
she
of
gets
it all.
overstimulated by trying to
I would too, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's we're having fun.
trying to herd squirrels. What do you got, Eric? Do you have any questions?
Well, yeah, like how do you manage your time with gaming and like making sure
I fucking hate you.
that
Never have asked.
why'd you ask me? Because you knew that was going to be my first question. Like how
No,
do you
I said I never should have asked.
Yeah, how do you manage how do you know not to play too much now that cuz now you have, besides work, you also have kids, and kids are just like, man, you got like your nights and mornings are gone.
Are they
so
selling you on kids?
they're great. But
Good on.
They're
Pregnant
great.
you later.
how but then Molly wants to hang out with you too, right? Because I have this problem where it's like, man, I want to play Zelda, but then
Molly does not want to hang out with him at all.
Yeah.
Maybe she does. Maybe she wants to watch some TV. But how are you
That is-
managing
that is it.
that time to make sure that like you're gaming as much as you want, but you're not gaming too much and making it
The
unmanageable?
short answer is I don't. And it is unmanageable, But no, I get what you're trying to say. I try to set cutoff times, late at night. I think 1 a.m. is my cutoff time
That's
right
a
now.
good cutoff time.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I'm managing
When do you wake up? Like on weekends. What time do you wake up?
on weekends. If my wife wakes up with the kids, then I don't wake up. I die. No, I'll wake up at 9 or 10. Sometimes
Jesus
later.
Christ.
You're the only weird one here, David.
Dude, I am up at 5 a.m.
Well, that's your weekday schedule.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
on like
yeah.
a
No,
You
clock.
have to. Yeah.
But dude, me and Magnus are on the same schedule. Like, just this morning, he woke up at 5 a.m. I was right there. I was like, cool, let's go watch some fucking Planet Earth together. And that's what we did.
Nice.
I woke up when you rang the doorbell.
God, I love
I
you,
know,
baby.
literally. No, you rang after I fucking texted you. I sat outside for 15 minutes. And I was like, I guess let me check my
It's a nice
Facebook
day.
real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sit on your porch.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Just to sleep upstairs.
Yeah. I'm your wake up call.
He's always available. Yeah, so that's a short answer, Eric. I mean, it's
Okay.
it's kind of like I don't. and there's just not enough hours in the day, bud. You know, I'm currently working on a project right now that's just like a bit off more than I can chew, and I'm like, but it's a style I've never done before, so it's a lot of it's. I can be creative.
What are you talking? What do you mean a style you haven't done before? What game are you playing?
It's still Escape from Tarkov. I'm not going to get away from the niche.
Away from that game.
No, I'm not getting away from that niche because I'll ruin my YouTube. You know, the algorithm.
Escape from Tarkov.
The point. He's looking it up. I don't know how he's never heard of it. But anyway, the point is that I'm trying like a different style of video.
Okay.
But it's awesome because I can write scripts. So I'm writing again. It's invoking a creative side of me because I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to, you know.
It's an MMO. Okay,
Jump
so this
cut
has its
and-
own little niche.
Well,
yeah.
it's a FPS.
An FPS MMO.
Yeah, so it's first
one
person
of those.
shooter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of those. Yeah.
First person shooter, massively multiplayer online game.
It's been a while since I've done some
FPS
KFC,
MMO.
you know.
Some KFC.
Ah.
Just saying.
Yeah, some PPMJ.
Oh, PB&J, that's a weekly, man.
That's a
Fucking love
weekly.
PB&J.
Yeah.
I got some questions. You have now moved areas twice in your recovery.
2 times.
So you started here, West Side, Catonsville area, Catonsville, Columbia area. You moved up to West Side or Northwest. So
Northwest.
you're Finksburg, Reisterstown.
Yeah.
And you had some connections there, but you had to build a whole new network out there because you've been out there six.
I was out there a long time.
6-7 years, and now
Behind enemy lines.
that side of the fellowship has kind of changed and fragmented and whatever.
What,
And now-
Northwest?
Yeah.
Or North?
Or at least my
North Side?
my
Yeah.
group of friends.
No, Molly mentioned it last time. Like, it's changed a lot.
Yeah.
And we talked to her.
So, what has brought you back to West Side, and what are the differences and importances of creating networks?
Why are you better than them? That's what you want to know.
Well, we are.
I don't need to know
Let's
the
be
specifics.
honest. We're the
I
best
just,
side.
Yes.
Right? That's
side.
the West Side.
I just know generally
the
that
best
we
side.
are.
No, and
We're just the poorer people.
I'd have to wholeheartedly
Well,
agree with you, buddy.
what do you mean?
Eric's like, I'm very rich. Excuse me.
Listen, you've apologized to me thrice on podcasts for me being a poor and you being a rich. So can we just keep that
Being a
dynamic?
poor.
I have.
Yes.
Yeah, I said as one
As
of
one
us,
of the-
we apologize to the Davids.
the
of the
rich
world.
delegation would like to apologize to the poor delegation, and I appreciated that. And this is a poorer side of the town than Reisterstown, and
I mean, that area can be poor too, but the particular group of friends that I found myself in was certainly not. That was definitely. It wasn't an expectation of me to be a rich, but
oh no, the camera turned off.
I definitely was not a middle.
Does your wife come from a rich?
Yes, I am not of. I mean, that's the thing is, technically I could be one of the upper middle classians, right?
I don't know. From the way David was describing your home, your childhood home, it sounded like it.
Yeah. It wasn't.
And they're moving to where your parents are moving. It sounds like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like the richest part.
And
of
that
our
has to do with a
county.
little bit my dad's most recent success with his business. But yeah, it's no, I definitely grew up being a have and not a have not. So yeah, I probably do fit that category more than I think I do. But definitely, my wife is like many steps above me. So she's
people-
got champagne taste, and she's.
Did people go out? I guess like from your area, or like how did it like?
Yeah,
but
we
back
went
to
out.
David's story. Like, did people go back out using, or did like? How did the group dynamic change?
Well, I think it's more about how it changed around me and Molly, because that's all that we really can. That's our perspective, and the way it changed is that we were really one of the first ones in that group to have kids, and then that really takes. Not only does that take you out of the equation more than you realize, but you kind of realize who your real friends are at that point, and who you stay in touch with. And it's I'm not trying to jab at them either. Like they know that it's not about that. It's really just like
once you have a family, your circle gets smaller.
if you have a relationship with somebody and it just kind of fades, like it's nobody's fault. It's just you guys never really had it to begin with. You know, it is what it is.
Or
So-
maybe it was just like that was just that moment. Right? Like
Right.
I have a lot
It was
of
just a
like
moment,
friends
right.
in the past where it was like we were friends and like we fell apart and it was nobody's fault.
Right.
But like that
And-
was just our moment in time to be friends.
Exactly, and to invoke a herbism, there's
A
a
reason, a season, a lifetime. How many times have you told me that?
Oh what? I didn't
That
even
was
hear
like
that.
There's
Chris
a-
Pie 5.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, she's my better half. There's a reason, a season, and
know that.
and a lifetime.
Yeah.
We know that already.
God damn. What the fuck is happening? So for every relationship, there's a reason, a season, and a lifetime. You might be broken down on the side of the road. Somebody comes and helps you out, and then you never see them again. They were in your life for a reason.
Yeah.
Some people are in your life for, a small
season.
amount of time, a season, a few years, or
Yeah.
whatever, and then it fades away. And then there's the very small group, that are there for a lifetime, And then-
That's
yeah,
you,
the big
buddy.
group. But every
where David
relationship can fall
comes
into obviously, and then people for the season are also there for a reason because we grow through different things. But thanks, Herb.
Yeah, thanks, Herb. And thanks to David for being a lifetime friend, buddy. Mm-hmm. You don't cringe me, okay? It's just the Wolfpack thing, okay? Just
Then
the
you're not paying attention.
yeah, exactly. No, I'm very proud to be your friend, buddy. David's my official officiant. Not only does he officiate my wedding, but he also officiates anytime Chip's not there to give me my medallion
I think that's the
anniversaries.
second time I've given you a medallion.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I
You're
didn't
my special
realize
person,
that
buddy.
At the time. Oh God.
You're my special purse. Maybe I'll impregnate you.
Oh.
Plot twist.
Yes.
Plot twist. Carly approves. She nodded. Yeah.
Hey, anything to take the heat off me.
Yeah. Right. All right. So, what's your next one, there, buddy? What's your next question on this?
I was gonna let Carly ask a stock question.
She ain't got none. Oh, a
got
stock one?
I don't got.
She's
I
got
got
one.
nothing.
You got nothing?
Draw a
No,
card.
because we talked about his unmanageability
Well,
and his
you can-
manifestation in video games.
Well, let's talk about a different type of unmanageability. Like what other unmanageability does he have?
Yeah. What other manifestations? You
none.
got?
No?
Are you spending too much?
It's all on video games.
Pretty much. It's just, well, it's like, that and like staying up late, that's
No energy drinks. No, you're drinking water. You're fine. Yeah.
water. Excuse you.
Water.
It's pronounced water.
Water.
And
You grew up in Colombia. It's water. Thank
Water.
you.
I don't know, man. Definitely porn when my wife's pregnant,
There you go. See, 100%.
But pornography has always been there as an issue because I had a computer at such an early age. So when you get introduced to it, it's just. But it doesn't like rule my life. It's not like I'm stopping to jerk it like at work or something.
No.
Did it get better when you had a wife
Sure.
What?
jerking off?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Did it change?
I
Did
would
you
like to-
change?
No, well, you said-
David's like, what do you mean? It's still the same. I jerk off every day. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
No, the words you use were "did it get better?" I'm like, whoa. I mean,
well, did
how?
it?
What are we talking
Did you
about? Like,
stop jerking off as much when you had a wife?
oh, I
when
thought
you-
you were
yeah.
like, what are we doing? Like
When
a
you have
belt
a
around the
partner?
neck? What are we talking here?
When you have
Are we doing some? What's his name? What's that guy's name? Kung Fu. Who's the Kung Fu guy? The
John Carradine.
Yeah,
some
yeah.
autoerotic asphyxiation. What are we talking about here?
Hell yeah, yeah. When you have a sexual, when you have a sexual partner, yeah, it gets better. Yeah, definitely.
No, I don't
so
know what the fuck Eric was asking.
I know. I think he's alluding to like.
Are you not masturbating as much now that you have a sexual partner and it's not as much of something you're thinking about?
There you go.
Exactly.
Use your
There you
big-
go.
big
Because I
boy
think
words.
that's where the addiction part stems from, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
when it's uncontrollable and it's beyond
Where
your.
you're like, oh man, I
your
gotta
will.
do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
No, I don't. But porn can like just detach you from like relationships and kind of like reality to begin with.
Yeah. Well, it detaches you from what like sex is, right?
Yeah, what
Oh,
it
yeah.
truly is. Yeah. So
Do you watch porn?
No.
I think
Have
that's
you ever
just
really
the
watched
standard
porn?
girl
Not really.
answer. What?
Standard girl answer.
Why
Pornographic.
not?
It's never been like a habit. No.
You didn't watch it with your friends when you were in middle
Have I
school?
never watched
She's
it?
Catholic.
No.
Oh, Catholic. Yeah.
Have I
It's
never
not.
watched
It's
it?
not like
No.
a never thing, but like it's never been like a regular part of my lifestyle.
Okay. So, what's the craziest porn you've ever watched, Carly?
Fucking no.
That is.
Can we ask that question to everybody?
That is No, I will not answer
Because when
that
I was in
fucking
middle,
question.
when I was in
any way, shape, or
okay,
form.
do you want to?
Not on the microphone, dude.
I'm willing to diverge
No.
with the craziest
No,
things I've watched.
Not on this podcast.
Back in middle school, we used to like the internet was a little more open. You could see some crazy shit.
This is not happening right now. We're done with this conversation.
Do it for the listeners. All right?
There's a noise.
I'm not doing it for the Vine right now.
Here's
It's
a
not
noise.
happening.
Here's a noise, David. I remember from it.
I'm taking off. No, I don't even know.
That's
No,
pretty
I don't
common
wanna- I
noise.
don't want to hear it.
That was, we'll talk about it after.
All right, that sounds
After
good
is
to me.
fine. Jesus Christ.
I like that ASMR.
I like that I made him uncomfortable there.
Yeah,
I,
that is-
I took my
He's been
headphones off.
uncomfortable this whole time.
that's pretty fun.
This is horrible. I hate everything. Or Eric, do you have anything else you want to? If I swear to God, if it's a
your
big,
question, like you're the next question person. I asked
no,
first.
it wasn't.
Yeah, I asked first.
And then
just,
I asked,
just ask your fucking question.
Ask your question.
Go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Carly. So, I have two.
Ask them both.
So,
Same time.
No, they're two different questions. So, your brother has recently, come around-ish.
Yes.
He reached out to you for guidance. How?
Yeah.
Well, like, because obviously I'm not trying to like out him or anything.
It's fine.
No, I know.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he will.
Out his ass.
Because I want him. Right now, he's dipping his toes in, and I want him to jump in because he probably needs to.
It's not about what you want.
I know, but like I've known his brother. Like he was in my grade, so I've known him from middle school as well, and from the
Oh, so you have an older brother
I have an older brother.
Yeah, he is
and a
older.
younger sister.
and a younger
So
sister.
that's why he wants that lineup. Okay.
yeah, boy, girl.
Yeah. No, I'm just figuring out where he lands in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
You know?
He's the middle child. That's why.
Child.
That's why he's the
I'm
worst
the only
of them
planned child, and I'm the only normal child.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
all. No.
Far from
The
normal.
only planned child. That's rude.
I am.
Your
I am.
little sister is the best of you. Let's
She
be
is,
honest.
yeah.
Like we know that. But
But
anyway.
also unplanned.
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah, duh.
How young? Wait, what's the gap?
3 years.
Yeah,
and
so
three
she-
and a half years. So it's the same timing, but
Yeah.
So she was what, 91, 92?
93.
93. Okay, yeah. So she's my little sister's age.
I'm sorry, late 92. She's December 30th.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Alexa's July 20.
So she might as well be 93.
Yeah, she's 6 months younger than my little sister. They were in the same grade. They played field hockey together.
I wasn't 93. Who cares?
Jesus Christ.
The point is,
So anyway, I
Yeah.
want your brother to jump in.
Right.
Like, I think you do too. So how is it kind of managing that? Because I know we had a talk about like on our way home one day. He was like, "Well, I'm going to drink on Memorial Day," and you were like, "How about we just not drink today? Let's start there."
yeah.
So how is it having
Yeah.
another brother like
Yeah. It's-
have the same
journey.
affliction, but not necessarily the same desire.
It's a journey, It's been a long journey of talking with him and being there for him. And there are varying levels of the disease, varying levels of sickness, as we all know. And his level of sickness definitely is lesser, I would say, than my own. So like obviously the first time he reached out years ago, because like I said, it's a journey. I was really happy, gung ho. Okay, yeah, I got to introduce you to this, and I brought him around. I brought him to like the biggest meeting.
Yeah.
And I
Like
introduced him
Edmondson
to a
and Rolling.
million people, and he didn't call me again for like another 3 days. But
Yeah.
that's because I was gung ho, and I was, and it was just my approach was like, here we are, you need help. Everyone who's talking to him is like, listen, man, I know you're saying that now, but you
You were
need
trying to
help.
get him into the deep end. Yeah, instantly. You're like, jump in the deep end with me.
Yeah.
And he was like,
That's a good. Yeah, he was completely turned off. So, and he doesn't have a whole lot of unmanageability aside from, his level, the level of unmanageability that's revealed to him is actually like minimal, right? So, because at the, obviously we don't really know about our own unmanageability. It is revealed to us. That's why I say it like that. So he's getting some stuff from
that's the title, Eric.
boom.
What?
And then
Our own unmanageability is revealed to us.
Yeah, like we're not aware of it. It is revealed to us by other people and our actions,
I've never
consequences
thought of it that way.
of our actions. Yeah. So, and that's why it's such a hard pill to swallow, and that's why it's so immense when we're able to overcome those life challenges and those things that hold us back.
Yeah.
Because we're not able to see ourselves for ourselves, as you know. Like that's one thing we talk about a lot. So Ryan, I just said his name. Well, whatever.
okay.
But my brother, he's just he's fine. He's fine where he's at. He's been fine where he's at, And I think
He just needs to stop dabbling in the cocaine.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, cocaine is not really something that
It's a
you
hell
should
of a fucking
do
drug.
as something.
It's just on the weekends.
Yeah,
know?
it's it can't be a weekend thing though. It's
The
not-
weekend is
when
he a
you got
weekend
kid
warrior?
and-
Is that his game?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Something like that. Using it to work and like as a stimulant. He expressed his that use of it and staying up
That's
late.
not a really good use for it, but okay.
What
it's
good
not-
use is there for cocaine?
Recreational. Fun.
Well, when you need to get eye surgery, it's a good anesthetic.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You
It's
say-
also good for high altitude, for altitude sickness.
I love
when you're
Eric
chewing
smiling.
on the leaves. Do you not know this? It's popular in the Andes.
So anyway,
Did you research on anything of the drugs you guys use?
No, I just
Okay.
did. I just did them. Exactly. I'm not a fucking nerd. I'm not sitting here Twitch streaming my fucking drug use. No,
Whoa.
fuck out of here, dude.
That now I would watch that.
Eric is a sick fuck.
Sick motherfucker. God damn it.
So ultimately, I've
Because like that's troubling. Because my brother-in-law is a degenerate alcoholic, and he's just done some he's burned a lot of bridges, like with me and now my wife, where I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Like I've been trying to help you for years, and now it's to the point where it's just like I won't even take your phone calls.
Yeah, well, I imagine that's going to happen with people who do that. Like my brother's been around for everything that I need him for, and he calls me every day. He maintains our relationship,
Wow.
and I just show up.
Oh yeah, you're terrible. With
Does he
stuff.
have a?
Yeah, it's
Then
but
I don't even know if he has like he's maintaining your relationship. That's like pretty. That's like very spiritual of him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's there are interests. Yeah, City Drink. I'm sure he did. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
What?
I want to
Drink on
know if he
Memorial.
drank on Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Why wouldn't he?
Since he's come around, he's done.
He spoke
Drugs.
once in our home group.
Yeah.
Oh,
You weren't there. You weren't there that week. I don't
But
think.
that's the difference. Is that's a comfortable situation, and this time he came around. Like there was 2 or 3 other incidents after that first one where I, have progressively just gotten more and more just, yeah, man, just take it at your own pace. Just relax and chill and.
yeah.
And everybody's got to come to their own bottom, man. It's just you all know that here. You can't force it. So
And I
Ryan,
think with the meditation, like with you, me, Brad, people he grew up with, like
right, the setting is there.
I think
for
it's
him.
the best opportunity.
It's probably better than a big meeting. A big meeting
is.
is so intimidating and scary. Like
Exactly.
your first time.
He already is trying to hide from himself, within the meeting. Like he can't handle himself being there because it brings up too much feeling of guilt and shame. That, if other people realize that he's there, it's already hard enough that he realizes he's there.
Yeah.
So, and that's what he struggles with, is that he feels like he doesn't belong there. Because his life just isn't as bad as others, etc.
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
comparing.
he doesn't have jail stints, he's not crashing cars. He's maintaining a marriage and a job and all that stuff.
Yeah, he hasn't
So yeah, I get
lost.
it. It's hard.
Right. He maintains pretty much all of his relationships with he
is
calls
similar to you.
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
He calls us. He calls me, my sister. My dad is like, oh, fucking Ryan called me. Like my dad's he's a bit of a private person, so it's funny they interact. But and my grandparents, he's like, yeah, I just called Omi yesterday. I'm like, God damn, I need to be better about this. I
Yeah,
need to be
dude.
more like him. And so yeah, it's that's why now when he says, I think I'm going to drink on Memorial Day, I'm just like, you know what, how about we just don't drink today? You know, like this is, just keep it simple. And I'm not his sponsor, but it's, you know, I have enough knowledge at this stage and where he's at to be a sponsor like person for him. So I just try to maintain that. And
Brad should be a sponsor.
For sure. He should have a real sponsor. No. But that's the thing is NA is more than just getting clean. It can be self-help, which I think he needs.
No, that's the third
some
part
kind
of
therapy
it's building a new way of fucking life. And that, like you touched on that so many times, like we're not hiding out in meetings anymore. Like we're like, yes, we became the social butterflies for a while and we did all the things and we met all the people and all that shit. But then it's like, oh yeah, our jobs are important, our kids are important, our spouses are important. And so our service decreases, our because we don't need those things. We did the work to put the foundation in place to continuously know how to do the next right thing.
Exactly.
And he needs, I just want him to build that foundation.
Yeah, you want him to have the same kind of freedom that you have.
Well, because ultimately, like the realization I've had is just like drugs and alcohol are not going to help me fucking do anything in my whole fucking life. They're just not.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's just no. What do they add to my fucking life? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, getting that out of my system.
Except for maybe ayahuasca. I don't know yet. I haven't gone there yet.
But even that, I mean,
no, I did do DMT.
I've been on some pretty sick trips, dude. Like, so, like, I'm not.
I know. I was there.
Yeah, you've been there, right? I've been on some bad ones.
You used to fucking climb trees and give me heart attacks on fucking shrooms. Like, you would just get super fucking jacked up and just start climbing trees, and I'd be like,
got a lot of energy.
Please come down.
A high energy person. Please come down. Yeah, it's probably terrifying for you, but it was very exhilarating.
Fun for David.
It's amazing for
That's
you.
all I did.
Yeah, you're fine. You lived.
Like I literally practiced climbing trees. Like I'm probably a tree climbing pro, honestly. Well, I was.
Oh, you could
now
probably
I got a little bit more
do
weight
some
on me.
cut. You know, you could like be one of those people who swings around and cuts down trees. Have you ever watched like lumberjacks? They're crazy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're crazy motherfuckers.
Arborists.
Yeah.
We call them the fancy word.
Arborists. Very good.
Arborism.
But that's my last question.
That's my ism.
All right.
My tism. Arborism.
I think we're at the end then.
Yeah. Very
Anything
good.
else? Anything else?
No.
Anybody? One?
All right.
Sold. All right. Well, one last quick minute. Anybody out there needs to hear a message of hope, strength. What do you have to say directly to them?
Wow.
What are you saying
That's a lot of
directly to
pressure.
Ryan? No.
Yeah. Directly to all of them.
Jeez, don't think about it.
I know, right? Well, I don't know what to say exactly offhand, but I mean, just sticking to the basics. Any addict.
Carly's like, she's like leaning in so hard. She's like, what are you going to say?
What are you gonna say? Yeah, I don't.
Give yourself a shot.
Nothing. Well, I go back to the basics. You know, like that's what I revert to. If I'm put on the spot here, if I had time to write a script, I'd have like 10 different options, and I condense it down to like some spicy little 3-sentence line. But you know, that's really where I thrive, and I can be creative is when I write. But if I were to stay off the top of my head, just the basics, man. You can get clean. Lose the desire to use and find a new way of life. Anybody can. It doesn't matter where you come from, what happened to you. You just, you know, you got to find a program, and 12-step program worked for me. It works for a lot of people. It's, you know, it's just a matter of trying it over and over. If you don't like the first couple meetings, just keep going to them, keep trying them. And then if you don't like your first sponsor, get a new one. You know, that first try and the doing something for the first time, it usually is never going to work out the way that you expect it. Those expectations need to be lowered. You know, the first time that I played soccer, I wasn't, you know, who's that guy, Messi? You know what I mean? The first time that I played video games, I wasn't Shroud. That's a shout out to my boy Eric over there.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, but that's my point is you know, it takes practice. So, you know, if it doesn't work out for you the first time, or you feel like it doesn't, that's just because you feel that way. It's not actually reality. You just need to keep trying. You need to keep going, make friends, and that's what I did. It was a war of attrition. So
There you go. All right. Well, we would like to thank our guest Nathan for joining us today.
Woo! Yeah!
is that a thing? The blue?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
doesn't do it. I like it.
No.
She's like, no, you guys are losers.
Depends on how I'm feeling.
That's very true.
It wasn't a great show. That's what she said.
No, it's fantastic.
That is not true.
Just kidding.
No,
I'm teasing.
No,
I'm teasing.
I was just about to say something really shitty. Anyway,
Oh.
no, just not shitty, but like, never mind. Uncalled for. No, not about you. God damn it. Everybody, thank you for listening to this unbelievably off-topic, digressed horseshit show with my great friend Nathan, who I'm so happy to have back on. He did fantastic. Everybody go to all of our social media outlets. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Well, someday we'll have an app out. I don't know when.
I don't know.
When
Yeah,
or where.
eventually.
It's someday. Go to our merch store. We got a whole bunch of cool shit there. So, buy some shit and help us out. Also join our Patreon because we are self-supporting and need help keeping the mics on. But everybody, most importantly, everybody out there,
Stay safe and stay clean.